to no end. Carrigan talking about new visions for this FaZe squad and the adjustments that guys like Rain are having to make to their game to accommodate the arrival of Elige.
Yeah, but FaZe on LAN is a different beast entirely, so even though Big are on a bit of a hot streak right now, they're going to have their work cut out for them. This has been a great map for Big on Ancient. So let's see if it has something in store today. We've got 2 incendiaries, 2 smokes for FaZe. Pretty unique pistol setup. And Big are going to challenge it towards B. It's a great goosh on the first peak. Brokey has to drop his smoke. They don't need to respect this. Molly goes down. Cave players will wait for a second, but Big are going for this site.
Yeah, Cutie's got all the util. He's going to start lining that up now, getting lobbed in are these flashes. Rain full blind, but goes unchecked for a moment. Crimbo, good diligence to turn around and flush out that corner, and this B site crumbles. Big move in, and there's no one left for FaZe to really contest for this apart from Carrigan. That 1 kill has regained the intrigue of FaZe. Frozen catches one out in the open. And now they're cooking with a 1v2.
Oh, he's missed a smoke, but actually it might help him. Covers the bomb. He's got to pick another. Last shot connects for Frozen, and it's onto the clutch for QB. New boy in the big jersey stands up for Big Clan as they come through with an important pistol on their map. I like that play for Big to get the cave control, but even though FaZe stall it out with utility, Big going quiet there even makes FaZe doubt it. That first rotation, the 3rd B player moves back to red for just a moment, so it's Big's recommit late that gives them the space. Even though FaZe knew they were there, they're scared of lurkers. Nice try for Frozen, but not meant to be. Big with a pistol. I think the guy on your screen is someone who we're going to be looking out for a lot today. Hyped, right? You know, Big to Big Academy, back to Big Academy. This guy's been all over the place. Finally now situated back in this main team, and a very exciting prospect, a player who's had some incredible games here in Katowice so far. His performance against Heroic was monumental, and he played great in Bounty as well individually. So let's see if he can keep that up. Looked scary for a second, but Hype puts it to rest with 4 kills in A main. This is an easy ante for Big.
Yeah, we got to see Hyped in that debut game back at Blast. He ruined Saw's day there.
Yeah, definitely. He did the same thing against Heroic, man. He was if not more, if not better, like, across 2 maps as well, on LAN against a hot Heroic, who I actually had a lot of expectation for here in Katowice, but they're in a really hard part of the bracket. It doesn't get easier here in stage 2, does it? Oh, JDC in middle. Bit of a mid-man on this map. Bit of an ancient one-trick. Gotta watch out for him. That's a great flashbang. JDC even gets cleared bottom mid. Can Elige get out? He's getting threatened from everywhere. His team come in, swing off of heaven to help out, and Big get trapped back at elbow with a re-smoke. So this bonus round goes nowhere quick, as FaZe take all the space.
And as Big try to regroup here, FaZe have kept being active, right? They've taken all this lane control. So they know it's not going to finish B. That's allowed a very heavy stack over here at A. There's layers to this defense. 3 strong here. Playing off of the contact of Frozen with that rifle in the sight.
It's a lot of players for FaZe. Even though Elige is low, this AK needs to get multiple kills. Ooh, Molly goes deep. Elige should be fine for now. The nades are very clear. Frozen picks his target well. Back of the side, taps and getting closer. Even Elige sneaks out, and he finds 2 more.
Nice, Jungs! Sehr gut! Sauber! Sauber!
Nice, boys. Carrigan. Got that German in him.
Well, you know, we've seen Tabson getting loud on the other side of things.
Yeah,
which has been a nice development. But yeah, now he's got someone who not only is known to be a bit of a character down to taunt the opposition, but someone who's going to be able to do it in his language as well.
Yeah, we just had that French head-to-head between Vitality and 3D Max. There was plenty of French scrapping going on in the server, or even more so in the hall.
Nice, Jungs! Nice, Jungs! Sehr gut! Sauber! Sauber!
Multilingual man, Carrigan, lets him know early in this game.
It's why, like, he's just so effortlessly cool, is Carrigan. Pulling up multiple languages, multiple trophies.
Ooh. Double instas coming down here for FaZe. Try to take that space early, try to assert some dominance over the map in this game. That's what we want to see on the CT side. Big attempting to move through middle. It's JDC edging the smoke. He's got a bit of support in Crimbo. Not much utility for Big. They can't really flash themselves back in. That's the last one going out, and Frozen just comes in swinging. But, oh, it's an ugly couple of sprays, and look at the picks for Big. A flurry of frags in mid.
No, Brokey. All right. That first one will connect cleanly. And he actually wants to fight further afield here, flinging himself out into the open at mid.
Big mistake.
Bomb away from Big. Rain with the spot. A lot of damage, but this is all going to fall onto Brokey's AWP. Trades out for the AK. He's getting wrapped all the way through the red room. tabseN already here, and so will collect. tabseN a bit more stoic in the round win. Doesn't try to respond to Carrigan on the other side just yet.
Yeah, build into the game a little bit, you know. Start really winning before you start smack talking the favorite. I think we've seen that come back to bite so many players here. But
oh, look at them
in
line with each other.
tabseN Carrigan head to head. Center stage. An important round for Big, but they need to money here, or it will just be a back and forth early start to this game. And again, FaZe, I love how they're playing the CT side already. They are so oppressive. That molly with the flash blinds Rain out, and Carrigan was stuck, committed in front of the molly. He couldn't leave either. Brokey gets his chance to get out of this position, but he looks so eager to find more damage. Ooh, he'll pay the price. QB 2 kills on a great spray up heaven. QB started this game very strong. Big 3-on-2, just grouping for the B hit. Double short smoke, a bit of a miscommunication for Big, but Hyped catches Rain in the cave, and they know Frozen's coming from a long way away. They're going to get the info. Low players, he couldn't clutch the pistol, but Frozen, I'd say he's got good odds in this 1v2.
Fast on the backstab, but Hyped is watching this now. He's very, very low. One shot's all that's needed from Frozen to get rid of him. QB at least has the info, but smoke down now. Frozen, that nade would have been very valuable. QB's been able to dodge it. Spotted on the edge of the smoke. Frozen needs this kill, or needs that stick, and QB with the spam, gonna walk that one over the line. I feel like we've been waiting to have a big game out of QB, and this could be the one. 6-1 on the opening, but a couple of clutches to his name already.
Yeah, big impact in this map so far. Was one of the more curious players being pulled into this team. We saw him for a time in Fnatic as well. Pretty underwhelming, to be honest. Nothing really to note. Didn't last too long on that roster. About a year. Or rather, a few months, actually, before he got benched, so... Interesting to see him in this big project, but of course Big remaining full German as they like to do. And this Big team has brought me more faith than maybe the last 3 or 4 combined. Just from the early look. Right now against FaZe, looking for a 5-1 lead. They are going into a B stack, but Armorless, Vida Mac 10, tabseN's time to feast.
Yeah, he's got support from QB, who's really feeling it right now.
Farming.
tabseN gonna run up with that Mag 10 and put it to work, and this one's already over.
I'm not going to sound the alarm at 5-1 down, right? Like, Big have won the economy rounds to break FaZe. FaZe have still come in very confident. They played aggressive CS. They've lost some close clutches, some late round situations. So don't view this as me sounding the alarm. But we were talking about the stakes of this game coming in, Harry, and how important it is to start off on the right foot in stage 2, because it's not just the fact that you go down against elimination if you lose a match. It's you go into a bracket where 6 teams will play and only 1 will make the playoffs. It's a bloody road down there in the lower bracket. It's not one where, you know, you expect to see FaZe take the hardest path possible, as they often do, play the most games of any team in these Tier 1 tournaments, including often the final. But you don't want to go to lower bracket on day 1. You don't want to have to fight through the slop. But these hungry play-in teams already proving to be a bit of a threat. 3D Max making it interesting against Vitality. Eternal Fire beating Falcons. Elige, hello! Out of nowhere, pushes that mist red smoke. And a reality check for Big early in this map. Waiting to see some more Elige multi-kill moments. Wasn't full of them. Back in Bounty. I think having your first couple of games with a team be online don't make it easy, do they? But now on LAN, with FaZe, getting a bit more synergy, getting a bit more prac time, expecting to see a great tournament from Elige. For the longest time, I mean, we all said it, you know, last year, top 10, maybe arguments for a top 5 rifler in Counter-Strike, only held back by the performances of his team and obviously the lack of stage appearances for Complexity. But individually, there was no doubt on Elige's capability. So seeing him in a roster worth his weight is a very exciting prospect. 3 kills for Elige, FaZe with a flawless round.
And I think you're dead on. Elige has to try and grasp these sorts of chances right out in the FaZe squad now. This is the squad that he's supposed to do great things within.
Seen it before from North Americans.
Well, yeah, especially because kind of the big conversation between who the best in NA was for the longest time was that Elige v Twists conversation. Elige certainly having some... you know, he has like an insane ceiling and you know what this guy's capable of, but as of late doesn't have the accolades to go alongside it, not in the same way that Twists does.
Major win beats all.
And so I think that makes it even more interesting of a look in. Such a direct comparison that you get to have between the two of them.
If you could do it with the same team, that would be incredible, right? But oh, this time run down in middle, as is Frozen after just 1 kill. Great flashes from Big. Get them into Donut. Taps and slows the round down. QB comes out heaven with that cave smoke. There's nothing Rain can do. This is a nice push for Carrigan. He opts to not go too far, and he nails that shot. No trade. Fakes a step back and repositions. The Shadow gives Carrigan 2 kills. That's ugly spacing for Big.
All right. Here we go, bit of a clash now as Carrigan is the only man left controlling this bomb. He goes looking for more. Carrigan is on a tear, but he's got a best Tabson. The one that he taunted just rounds ago. And the one he's trapped in here at A-main with, going to concede that bomb for a moment.
Give it up. Go all the way around the world, regroup with your teammate. Tabson's going to take so long to get this bomb that Carrigan could be anywhere at this point. It's good to see Tabson's not waiting too long. He's figured it out by now, but he knows they could be in the A site, and FaZe are getting there in time.
I mean, the reposition is next level. He's not even gone donut, taking red instead.
It's dead.
And with Rain holding on, Tabson walks to his demise. Hell of a round out of Carrigan.
Yeah.
As this head-to-head between him and Tabson heats up. No more yelling the place down anymore, though, right?
No.
It's game faces on.
No.
It's interesting, though, right? Because, obviously, He was saying how Carrigan is someone who's going to be able to yell back in German to the big boys, but he's had a playing history with tabseN. He's played with some of the old German legends and guys like Gobby. And the start of Finn's career was kind of trading between Danish and Scandinavian rosters and German squads.
We're really going back there.
Yeah, it was on an older version of ours that tabseN and Carrigan actually played together. So these two guys know each other.
All mates.
Fast play up in a beat, but Brokey, quick work made of the pistols.
Yeah.
Here's the helping hand, Carrigan in with the close. And so FaZe starting to build something on this CT side after all. It starts with a bit of a hero round from Carrigan getting aggressive. But now they're in control of this game. The money was running out for Big. They've come through with another buy here and now, but that situation ain't going to get any better anytime soon.
I think Brokey dying there is actually a blessing in disguise. It means without 5 alive, someone could drop him an AWP. So we've got that in play now in a buy round near the end of the half. Hyped on his 10-7. Did have that awkward spacing in main last round. This time it's Big with 3 players raring to go. FaZe, the whole map is quiet and they're clearing more of it, walking down the ramp and realizing no one is here. At this point, you must know that A is the focal point of the round. They're going to hear steps as Big get deeper and deeper into this site. There's no smoke right now. They just want to cross dry. A flash comes in late. There's no plant allowed without a smoke down, but they're going to wait for tabseN to backstab this round.
Oh, Elige makes the first play, flashed in, and cut by Big. tabseN, that's awkward.
Oh dear.
QB might have had clutches up his sleeve today, but this is not a winnable one. 1v5, very far away. That one, Big, they were hoping tabseN was the man to seal the deal on that round. Instead, FaZe bring the fight to them.
I love how oppressive Elige is. He just goes through the donut smoke like it's nothing. Flash through, gets 2 kills. I think if tabseN stops there in deep in tempo, if he kept walking, he would have had a backstab on Carrigan with better timing. But I think maybe he felt like he was being held. Brokey saw him cross temple, felt like it was too obvious, wanted to go slower. And fair enough, they had smoke down, but FaZe just come running through it. So it's an awkward round for Big, where again, Elige and Carrigan give us the multi-kills. The hot pot heroes, Harry.
I did in terms of this match delivering. We're certainly right where we want to be, right? Elige topping the charts for FaZe Clan. Hyped, giving us a great performance on the other side with some of these lovely moments sprinkled in from QB. Both teams, you kind of have a star shining and then an unexpected surprise, whether that's QB winning clutches or Carrigan stepping up for the side of FaZe Clan.
Nice, John.
Yeah, bro. Good check, guys.
Nice flashes, nice spin.
Shit, thank you.
AK.
Casual for FaZe. No one's stressed. Despite the start for Big, this was 5-1 up. FaZe have landed back on their feet very nicely. 4 rounds in a row. It's going to be a quick B play here for QB. He's up in the site alone. Everyone is cave side. He needs to buy some time here. How can he be expected to do this alone? The flank comes in. JDC catching one. Brokey's Julie's got a double kill against weapons. There's still this AK in the site. They've got a rid out of the round, but the smoke is down and QB's hiding.
But look at what Hype's picked up. From Brokey's body over in cave, Hype dons that AWP, and suddenly this low econ round really has some teeth. Smoke fade, QB nails Frozen out on short, and so Rain is feeling the pressure. At least buys himself a bit of room with that kill onto the ramp player. Knows the others were over towards cave earlier on, and Elige is going to try and clear this now. FaZe are aware they've got them boxed in, but they've lost Rain. Elige, bomb was trapped, but Crimbo on a wide swing is able to get rid of him.
That's a huge round for Big this late in the game. It breaks FaZe's streak. They win a low econ round, and they save their T side. Resounding consequences on that B play. I can't believe QB's allowed to just sit in the site for 30 seconds while his team are, you know, waiting the cave smoke out. He replenishes the lurk smoke and catches Frozen from the ramp. QB with just insane impact in this game right now is a very good sign of the times for Big. But to be honest, a very unexpected sign. We saw games in Bounty where Hyped would just carry and QB would be like 3-3, and it's like, I'm here as well,
the
guys.
The first game from this new look Big squad at Bounty was versus Saw, and in that game, Hyped went 19-6, JDC 17-7, Crimbo 12-3, Tabson 8-5, and then QB 4-8, just there. Everyone else popping off, having a great time,
hanging out.
QB just looking on like, cool. I guess I play tomorrow, question mark.
Well, he showed up today. You know, debuts, Harry, first outings, not always fun. Ask a Liege on that second half of Inferno against Pain. Didn't get a single kill to eliminate FaZe there. But this one, a way better look. Just got to give it time. Break on the smoke here. Elise trying to put this pressure on again. Is that another missed window smoke? I think it is for Big. Dear oh dear. Disastrous. Hyped picked as well from the heavens.
I mean,
moves into cave.
Rain is my GOAT cave player.
Oh, QB's dead here. Oh, I say that. Brokey's moving, but yeah, this is the fight Brokey was born for, I think. The shotgun orb. Don't know how QB can get this kill. I take it all back. Brokey misses his shot. QB with another clean entry. And Big surround this B bomb site in the last round of the half.
The awareness on QB there is impressive, right?
Yeah.
You saw him shift the crosshair over. He was ready for that exact fight. Reads Brokey like a book.
Elige could get spammed as well. He's got to be very careful.
They're ready for Rain. Elige is this third man in the site itself. Meant to be a bit of a nasty surprise here. They're going to get out past Rain. They overrun Elige. Smoke blowing open. Rain offers up resistance, but it's going to come down to the captain. Carrigan in the clutch. Moving through the cave smoke. He plays into the site with them. Oh, he didn't see. Didn't spot QB, and that's all it takes. The big game from QB continues. He finishes with 4 to put this lead and advantage in favor of Big. Big getting hyped and kept in it by Kyubi. They win out that first half. And that's in spite of the taunting from Karrigan on the other side of things. Some nice moments in here for FaZe Clan. A hot game for Elige. Some multi-kill madness from Karrigan in the early stages of their CT half. But more will be demanded of FaZe Clan if they want to keep this one in check. It's Big up in the lead now, moving on to the CT side of their map pick.
Yeah, Mirage and Nuke to follow if we need that third. And right now, Big are up for the task. Great first half, some nice mid rounds, winning an eco in there as well to set them up for 7. It's all gone to plan for Big. Now it's FaZe who get to run the board, get to make their moves. We've got Rain tucked in on a lurk at this B site while they fake and execute red and donut smoke. Interestingly enough, as the pack comes out middle, Frozen taps out hyped. Pressure in A main, but they don't need to commit here with his boost position. Don't want to run the bomb into Crimbo. He goes back. They've got Donut. This is all over the place for FaZe, but it's actually trapping this A bomb site. And Big don't even really know for sure. Good position for Crimbo, but they trade him out. Well, not even. Frozen with another tap. Push back from the flash. This is excellent for FaZe, and they don't even know the Rain is still in the heavens. He can come in on a flank later in the round. Won't really be required. Big know it deep in their hearts. They've got to save. But they're going to push in nonetheless.
Oh,
Okay.
that's clean. That does add a bit of intrigue into this. JDC tapped out and it might all fall apart. It was a nice shot to open. It whet the appetite, but no follow through for Big past that point. Means FaZe Clan walk away with the pistol to open up this second half.
Very naughty pistol for FaZe. One that Big, seeing the smokes, they really have no idea what's going on. They're in A main, they're out mid, Rain's up on heaven. I don't know what's going, like where are they ending? FaZe keep them confused. Worth pulling out that dry run strat in a game like this, where Big are already up in the lead after their T side, so it's going to give FaZe the way to get back in this game. Full eco for Big, should be even keel. B stack, Astralis stack even. FaZe seem like they will be avoiding it for the most part.
It's a shame. I wanted to see how well it worked.
Well, it's smoked now, so you won't. I like this position though. This rarely gets cleared.
Oh my
properly.
god, do you think they know?
This never gets cleared. Oh, you're kidding. You're kidding. He pulls the knife and then Karrigan swivels back.
Oh god.
Whoa, that's
oh
a
god.
lot of dinks. That's way too many dinks. That's enough dinks. Brokey puts it to rest. Weird round, but FaZe stick the landing, and here we go. Full buy for Big. FaZe came into this game, even though they weren't winning the rounds, playing very aggressive, taking lane early, swinging out mid, up to a lot. So will Big replicate that? Will they be allowed to? As FaZe look like they want to take A main very quickly.
Oh, that's a good flash.
Spray.
Elige, messy, but gonna get out of there.
FaZe are already out A.
It's huge that he's been allowed to escape for FaZe. Right, that was not a pretty spray out of Elige, but not only gets the kill, stays alive now and is involved in this follow through into the A site. Crimbo gonna try and make up for this. He does have his work cut out for him, and it's not pretty on that smoke push. One by one, they're feeding FaZe Clan right now, and Big have no real choice here but to back out of this round and save.
Disastrous round for Big. They missed the insta-smoke. It landed on the top in middle. So
Couple
that's,
of missed smokes in this game for Big.
That's why FaZe get that entry in middle. Elige is just able to swing out mid, and Big go for that. I think the mid, they must have run boosted there, or either way, they got up to heaven very quickly. And Elige is just out in middle, able to get that kill. I think Big are expecting it to be smoked. So, yeah, huge mistake, frankly. And I like that FaZe put so much pressure on middle, but the call is to just go take A main because they're expecting Big to want to play three, either 3B or 3 middle in the first gun round. Don't expect to just see a contact A in FaZe's first full buy. So some nice calling right now for Karrigan. Puts FaZe back in the lead.
Terrorists win.
I say back, this is the first time FaZe have been in the lead all game.
Nice job, guys. They actually missed their elbow smoke this round. That's nice of them.
They missed Spirit as well.
That's unusual from Germans.
Guppy is not that.
They called it. 2 missed smokes. FaZe thank him very much. And I think when you see missed Spirit, I think there was a B door smoke. It didn't go too deep. We saw Rain spam through it.
Yeah, even FaZe coming at how it's unusual, but
Yeah.
they'll...
This is not a team known for missing their
no,
utility.
this is a team, if anything, known for...
Inventing it. How do you win this? I mean, they may have a stack up here, but FaZe have faked that they're going for the A play.
Yeah,
get
here's the
leech on the
thing.
boost.
Rain's been doing a great job on the extremities of the map over towards B. He's been keeping pressure on, but not ever overextending. In this round, he's just made sure they haven't pushed ramp. And so he's left the door open, essentially, for FaZe to change their mind, right? And now that they've lost Elige over on A, they've got all this position in middle. They link back up with Rain over at the B site. A couple of players have been able to slip past Karrigan on this push. Oh, doesn't want to get caught fighting too soon. I think he would rather be controlling these rotates instead. JDC finds him on that push in through red. This is getting out of control here.
Oh,
Frozen and
No, no,
Brokey,
no.
important couple of kills out of the cave. Going to allow this plant to come in. Rain now pounces to action.
That util.
It gets rid of JDC. Suddenly, what was looking like a wild round for Big to pick up is left hinging on just 2 players. QB, can't underestimate him in these high-pressure moments. He's been delivering them to Big all game long. And with tabseN opening, this round is still on. Half the time ticked off that bomb. One more back from tabseN. It's going to come down to Rain. Tap on it, back turn for QB. And tabseN is low. Rain with the tap. A small shower from Rain over at ramp. And Big get washed clean out of that B site, out of that retake.
All right, who knew it? Rain is the GOAT lurker, the GOAT closer. Forget entry. He's up to his own business on the other side of the map, and he puts a round on the board for FaZe on his own. Love to see it. Great util on long there when FaZe get that double entry into B. JDC actually could have stopped the plant, could have killed that guy getting onto the site with the bomb, but FaZe have great, on the fly, molly, flash long, completely screw him over. JDC having a mare, as is Crimbo as well. 2 very quiet games, or players. That's a sick pick. They run in onto B off the back of it. Rain follows up with an entry. It's a wide plant, Molly won't do a thing. FaZe are comfortable and they're getting strapped in to this B bomb site. There is no unbuckling FaZe.
Considering the early stages of this game were held together by big rounds for Elige and Karrigan, the fact that Brokey has ascended up the board as this one's gone on is a big deal for FaZe. He was a notable missing piece.
Oh, sick.
In the quieter parts of last year for FaZe Clan. So having him looking good in this match bodes well.
It's been a flawless T-side for FaZe if you weren't keeping track. 5 rounds in a row. And some really nice looks as well, some pops. Not really utilizing middle too much. Contact A, putting Elige in good positions. They got him boosted on A main that 1 round before they hit B. fluid T side for FaZe right now. And Big with a final tactical timeout. So it's kind of now or never. Or FaZe might just run over them on Big's map pick. Despite a very strong T side.
I mean, Big aren't going to have guns till FaZe are on 11, and so from that point on in, it's got to be flawless. They're hoping for a bit of damage in this round, right? Still have a hero gun for Crimbo. Bit of util purchased up.
It's a weird
Some
bounce.
upgraded pistols.
It's a very weird bounce. Ancient do be like that, though. I like the reclear in middle, but I think the smoke actually does FaZe favors. It just looks like the mid-lurk smoke. Big gonna play behind it. It will fade. But Tapson gets tucked into Donut in time. M4 departs as the red smoke comes in. Oh, they missed it. Okay, it counts, but we saw a Liege push through similar smokes. Karrigan with an important kill here. Hype's going to get it. And that's a gun given over as FaZe try and split this site. It's now just turned to one route through the donut.
And when you've lost main like this, it can get really awkward. Now you've been re-smoked in donut. FaZe can't commit to this anymore. They don't have main. They don't have this donut ability to push on through. They have to look elsewhere. Even if it's for a moment, just to stop Big stacking and padding out this A side of the map. They need more angles of approach here, so they're trying to take Red Room away. Crimbo sees the shadow, knows the fight is about to come to him, and that double gets delivered on a silver platter.
You're going to give them an AWP if you go for this. That's a risk right now. They may be good, but there's 3 CTs in this side. There's no way you're clearing Big out of the positions. They are burrowed in. Careful. Frozen with a nice shot. Turns back. They peek off contact, and Big get armed, and now they're dangerous on this CT side. 4 kills from Crimbo. We waited all game for it, but it's come through at a pivotal time for Big Clan.
This was a bit of a revenge for Big, right? Karrigan in that first half hiding in the exact same position, got away with that triple kill round on the main push. Hyped gets his revenge and stops that A play in its tracks. So that was the hero gun round prevailing for Big. Is that enough to give them a second wind here as they have broken through the money of FaZe Clan?
I like the FaZe half-port here. They actually could have justified a full buy, but they don't want a triple rifle buy. They want to just have everything in the neck. So, sure, they've given Hyped an AWP, but you can just swiftly take that away with a fast B pop with pistols. This first line is really strong, though. On the jump, no less. Frozen gone, Hyped mollied out, needs to hit 2, he does. Can he survive escaping behind the flames? FaZe 1 by 1 getting picked apart.
Oh, now the Brokey's been spotted. He's on a real timer. So nice and cleanly dealt with. Hyped's AWP like a turret over at long. Stood in that Molotov, burning in it. Committed to the kills, gets out with just enough health to keep that AWP moving forward. Hyped has been causing FaZe some problems, and this was the AWP they gave him when they attempted that last round.
Big have a lot of money. FaZe, this is not going to be an easy win right now.
I mean, considering, like, up until that full eco win came through, FaZe were the ones in all the, had all the advantage. They had Big close to being broke. Every round FaZe were winning was hitting like a 2-for-1. But you win that one eco round if you're Big.
God,
and now you're flush with cash. Karrigan's trying to sell this fake. The rest of FaZe moving out in the middle. Big fell for it for a moment, but now that they've dealt with Karrigan, it's all falling quiet. Frozen can't get a beat on the donut player. You would have loved an equalizer here. Instead, he makes it a crossover to the red room and right into Hyped's AWP. 3v5 for FaZe Clan. It's ending on this B site.
It's looking desperate for FaZe. They just have to go right now. They've got the smokes. Big can allow the bomb plant and play the retake. They've just not got the util for it. They've got the manpower, that's it. But it's already under question. Smoke spam takes Tabson.
Oh!
Rain gets 2 through it. Big have given FaZe a way back in, and FaZe will take it through the smoke. Elite gets aggressive. This is a 3-on-5 that FaZe had no business winning, and they're just going to rip it from Big's hands. Disaster, smoke spam, and denied.
Gehst du? Pfeifer! Pfeifer! Hallo? Falsche Seite! Wrong side.
Oh, that's why are Big taking the spam fight? Why are Big giving it away? They can just wait.
I was hoping we were going to get a bit more of Carrigan.
That's the round to do it because, you know, sure, Big still have a rebuy, they have everything, but that's a round that Big need.
That's just that's a back-breaking 3v5. That could have decided the whole game.
Gehst du? Pfeifer! Pfeifer! Hallo? Falsche Seite!
Legend.
Oh, man. You first heard Carrigan speak up when FaZe got their first round on the board. Then they went 5-1 down in the first half. The next time you hear him yelling at you is when you get 3v5'd in the tail end of the game.
Yeah, but don't get ahead of yourself because, like I said, Big have the AWP, Big have the money, Big have every reason to reset, and they've survived long enough in this game already. This is a dangerous position, but one that FaZe are not considering. That Tabson could be out in the open on lane. He's holding the heaven. Elite just climb up denied. It's a weird angle to fight. This fortune favors the brave. Tabson's still in this position looking for kills. FaZe will go back to the A site. Oh, nice info play. It's going to free up Tabson to jump spot middle. He can also assist on A very early. Is this FaZe going for another? FaZe going for another BS round. Oh, are they executing A and then just popping into B late? That feels like the move right now. 3 players on this site. How long will Big hold on the wrong position? And can they rely on QB yet again, who has been a monster on this game, to hold on to B?
Even smoking there is going to slow down Big's rotate. QB hears these footsteps at least and hypes up in the right place.
Yeah.
Oh, that shot could have stopped this. The second one, the follow-up shot lands. And so just Brokey left a long way from home. Big battle back.
Having hyped and QB on the same site there is actually the best case scenario for Big. Those are the players who have more reliably won you rounds in this game. And FaZe may have had the lead, but that's going to get swiftly stolen away. They're in an awful position, FaZe Clan. They've got players with $1,400. 2 of them. I don't even know how you make this call. You might have to just buy out of necessity, but then you'll be buying almost till the end of the game. Yeah. Unless you buy eco, buy for overtime. It's a really hard call to make in this position because for sure FaZe are going to go for it. They have 2 Galils, 2 Tech-9s, and a Deagle. But this is just a buy out of necessity. There's not a buy because they believe they can win this round. We have a great call that works with this kind of buy. So, how do they make it work? Big come back in with another mid-take, fearlessly pushing through the Molotov to get this control. They're even going to climb up. JD's careful. Tech-9's up top. Through the smoke goes Frozen. Oh dear, oh dear.
This would be a very FaZe way to dig themselves out of this hole.
That's the most standard round for FaZe, and Big just completely caught by surprise. Both players looking heaven.
This was FaZe put in the uncomfortable position of buying from now till the end of the game, right? Their money getting broken at an 11-10 scoreline, but they've been delivered these opening kills over in middle. They ease into a 4-on-3 here. Tabson's making moves for the Big squad.
They need something, anything.
Well, him gaining the space over towards A main is big. It's going to free up Hyped in this AWP to join up with QB in at the B site. It was this duo that turned it all around for Big and kept things in check in the one prior.
Grenade.
These are the 2 that have been doing the heavy lifting. drifting, but on that smoke break, Carrigan deletes Hyped. QB buying time, but Tabson is still a long way away. Tagged by the Deagle, QB brought down even lower, and it looks like they want to try and face him. He's concealed behind the short smoke. Double long. They're still waiting for Tabson to arrive. Only just getting here now, but QB couldn't hold out much longer. It's Tabson or it's nothing. They waited for this man to arrive on the flank, but he'll leave as quick as he appeared. Tabson heads for the hills. FaZe Clan breakthrough on a low econ round, on a desperate, what would have been a desperate string of force buys down the tail end of this game. And they move on to map point.
To me, that just makes me wonder if Big realized the FaZe's money situation, right? Like, there were reset rounds. Maybe they actually thought they were going to full eco, but because to take middle like that with only 2 players in a round where Tech9s are in play just feels dangerous. FaZe have nothing to lose in running through the mid smoke, spamming flashes from spawn, and Big just get caught in the middle of the madness. 12-10, FaZe win a round they had no business. And even in this one, you see the change up for Big. They don't want to do it again. They play behind the red smoke. Hype jumps through to scope Donut. They're a little bit more frightened about middle. Can you blame them? Hype gets his pick on Heaven. That's something. 5v4 onto a Liege.
Heads up play from Hyped, right? Knows that these mid splits have been a problem, decides to not fight elbow and focuses in on the Heaven wrap.
It's been smoked off.
JDC, don't walk around this corner. You won't like what you see. Oh, missed shot for Brokey. That was the chance to find the 4v4. Instead, just gonna have to settle back, look somewhere else.
I've heard that tag actually. Tabson in trouble in hot water. He runs through very late out of that molly. It's a flank on A main. Out of nowhere, Crimbo pushes Frozen. And now FaZe know, okay, the A player is deep. Yeah. We can take this space quickly, but as quick as he's appeared, he's gone back to the bomb site. Crimbo is here in time.
This is a crazy timing play call, though. Fast through main, that's a collateral for Hype. They both get tagged. Brokey, in the meantime, has to cut down these rotates. Does find Tabson moving over, but never got the info on JDC.
I don't know.
2 players in the temple looking to make a move. Brokey gets posted back in Donut. And Big settle in for a 4v3 retake. This is the game riding on it. Big's map pick, hinging on winning this 4v3. A man up, now equalized. There's Rain taking it one step further. This shot for Brokey. Hype still in this round, but Brokey nails the follow-up, and now it is just Hyped. He started this off with that collateral, but he won't be able to deliver on it. A huge turnaround and another 3v5 for FaZe Clan. The only German shouting you're hearing in the Hall of Heroes right now is coming from Carrigan.
Last 3 rounds, FaZe won. They won 2 3v5s, and then they won a force buy with 3 pistols. So it's just kind of a classic FaZe game, really, as we get into their map pick. Hey, a Liege on Mirage. Let's check this one out. He says he's been working on it. He's been putting in the time, and for good reason, because you can't come to Europe and not play this map. Frozen gets 2 kills on the ramp as they walk down. But I am very interested to see how a Liege is going to be slotting in to a map he historically didn't play in the last few years in Complexity. Well, FaZe this round has just been made very easy by those opening kills, taking out the 2 top performers of the previous map. A Liege out under, and he does convert the kill as Carrigan covers. Carrigan often with a P250, no armor, makes it work. And sorry, Crimbo, they may be coming your way, but there are 5 of them, and Rain will just deck him. Pistol for FaZe, doesn't get better.
No, not even a dent made. I mean, when the round starts like that, it kind of doesn't get sweeter in a pistol round. So FaZe, they've got the early control, but Big want to try and upset that. They've come through with the force buy. Hyped with this scout over in middle. Was hoping he could find something over the window smoke, but well, decide against it. Rotates out on that scout while Rain takes mid for FaZe Clan.
Smoke's not ideal there for JDC. To be honest, even though he hasn't fired the scout, he hasn't revealed they've forced. I think even just seeing a smoke in this round is enough warning for FaZe to be ready for the buy. Gonna put some B nades in, but they're not in a hurry right now. They've still got mid control. Looking to come up catwalk later, perhaps. Re-exec into middle. This flank is going to be pretty meaningless other than freeing up other players to reposition. So Hype's bringing that scout to the right site. JDC needs something here on this hold. He is but one man, though. Hype will connect something, and now Big are cooking.
Oh, another one from Hyped. But Crimbo's springing out from the bench. That had to be a continuation of this defense. Instead, nothing posted. Once more, it's QB and Tabson left up in the tail end of a round here. They've lent a bit of time to Tabson on this backstab, and that's a clean deke to open. Earlier damage onto Elige. QB catching him with the spam. Might lend a helping hand here, but QB's been flushed out, and they know that Tabson was up in the apartments. The crossfire is strong with Frozen boosted. And so Elige and Frozen will keep that one in check. It's close for Big.
That was funny, just watching Elige like sort of walk between angles. Not, you know, I don't want to say he's not familiar with the angles of Mirage. It's one of the oldest and most famous CS maps, but it's funny, you know, watching him just be a little bit open for the taking there. Dodges his death. Still FaZe able to get things going.
Blind Deagle timing shot, 10 seconds later.
Oh, he hit it.
He hit it.
He hit it. They're pushing ahead of that molly. Good luck, Rain. They're all coming in, and he panic sprays, only gets one. And out under is Crimbo with a Mach 10. I think Elige wants to finish this one. Bit of bloodlust down below, finding FaZe a third round. Elige playing very confident right now, 6-0. Giving FaZe the goods. And giving Big a beating. There's no screaming here, Harry.
Not yet. I mean, you know, carrying is intentional with when he does stuff like that, right? Map 1, it was after they'd lost a couple of rounds to open. This time, you're in full control. I don't think you want to muddy the water, risk pumping up Big. And everything's flowing, you just let it rip.
Oh, no trade available.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward for Elige.
Great shot for Crimbo. They settle back into a passive setup now. 5v4, FaZe have to get something here. Gotta go for top con. Still got Frozen upper B, so short still might be the best option. Karrigan on the smoke, he gets HE'd, QB finds him. Crimbo gonna hear this one coming.
Yeah, Rotate's already arriving. It's Hyped on that AWP, and he's dealt with the apartments, meaning Crimbo can just focus ahead. Hyped is very keen on these Rotates, right? That was even evident when the scout was first brought out, now donning the AWP. He's going to look to make his moves, make his plays across the map, and keep FaZe Clan guessing. Both times these B hits have come in, Hyped has been in the right place. I know it's still pretty early days for him joining this roster, but whenever you see Hyped at his best, it hits, man. It feels like it's exactly what Big need.
Yeah, young, hungry player. I think that's also just something that adds a lot of energy to Big. It's actually some of the best pieces they've had when they've inputted people like Crimbo, JDC, players who still have a lot to prove. Still early in their career. And I think, you know, Citizen has had his moments. He certainly had some big games, but also a disappointing end to the major for him. There's only so many times
Yeah.
you get.
I think the thing that's interesting with Hype is they've clearly seen the potential in him for a while with the times he's been swapped in and out of this in the academy roster. I think the way we phrased it when he first joined the team was they were just giving him some time to cook and come into his own.
Yeah, to mature, get better. Of course, see how he fares in CS2 as well. Not everyone clicked.
Hell of a dominant first round, though, for Big to find here. Or second in a row, rather.
Ooh.
They managed to keep 5 alive as well, which is worth wonders. As the CT money going to start to build up for Big. They're even hunting down Brokey's AWP. It's the only item FaZe are going to have in the next round, so if they do get rid of it, just pistols here. That has opened up a gap through the apartments, but Brokey should never take it. He's slowing down, so just looking to save. And there we go. Time expires. Brokey gets out with this AWP.
We can fine with that.
Well, that's all. There's like 10 seconds left. He has the open runway to B. I was wondering, but...
Yeah, he doesn't know though, right? We can't presume.
Okay, so we have we're gonna do 9-10. 9-10, come, let's fucking do 9-10.
Do 9-10. Been watching Mongols demos, huh? Gonna see the Mongols play today as well. First event of the year for them. Sitting out Bounty. Bit of an injury, I think. Or, sorry, they'll be playing tomorrow against Liquid. That's Brokey opening up right through the mid-smoke.
I think this round's going to slow down a good deal now, right? It's an odd swing out of Carrigan as he tries to hit a timing through Palace. When you found the opener on this AWP, that's already added a lot of intrigue to the round. They're going to give Brokey a bit more time to pick and choose some battles here. Rain's reasonably active over in middle, but going to get caught trying to move in through the window. And QB, quick work made of the first players in. It's all down to Brokey. That did connect, but it's only the leg onto JDC. If that was the killing blow, Brokey is in this. Instead, he'll get double swung, chased down.
First time he didn't shoot, he switched off it, sadly, so we don't even get to get a 1v5 for Brokey, but gives us a very nice try.
We don't even get to get the 1v5.
No, I'm disappointed. We could have, if he hit that shot earlier. You know, you only get so many shots, Harry. You only get so many chances. Here's the break that got Brokey the pick. A couple of nice ending kills, but it's still going to be Big. Coming back into this game, looking for the lead now as FaZe pull out Tech 9s. Oi, oi, oi.
I kind of hope they were going to let Brokey roam a bit more before committing there, right?
Yeah.
Like, he already got the value out of the AWP with the first pick in mid. Anything else would have just been a cherry on top. They ended up in a position where they kind of had to commit to the A play. Here's the util in, though. FaZe, they liked what they saw in that last round. They're going to go for something a bit more set here. This util in over the top. As the pistols try to break through the A site.
One kill and a gun for Carrigan, but smoke's down. They might be able to even get a plant here. You're always susceptible to spam with CT and jungle being contained. Bomb trying to cross. That molly might provide a way. Carrigan's got a kill on the edge of that smoke. Crimbo can win this whole round right now. Carrigan gets aggressive, and he's doing it all on his own right now. 2 kills for Carrigan. And there's guns to grab as well. He will lose his. Can Brokey reposition? He's been spotted, chased down, alone in the sandwich. Needs to hit something right here, right now. And Tabson wiggling over the top will not allow it. 4 kills for the in-game leader of Big to put a 4th round in. Felt like Carrigan could have won that whole thing.
That was just a captain's round, man. Carrigan for FaZe, Tabson for Big. Both of them stepping up for their squads, but Tabson taking it a little bit further. This was awkward as well. When he finds Carrigan here with that scavenged gun, the last bullet sent the gun flying away, so Brokey wasn't able to grab it. Had to play the rest of the round out with the Deagle.
Elige jumped
good,
from
Elige?
specking. He wasn't even playing, he still jumped. Elige has some good jump scares, actually.
I don't know who died in a way that was scary.
No, that seemed pretty par for the course, didn't it?
He's just playing the scary maze game from back in the day.
Bit of Slender Man when you tab out. Right, Crimbo comes out under with 2 kills here, and Big depart mid. They get out, they get away. Careful for that lurk. Frozen, I don't know how he wins that fight. Crimbo had the drop, but Frozen on 8 points of health converts the spray. And Big stay active, re-pushing. Back on the ramp, trying to catch Frozen, departing this position. No, he's not going to lurk out Palace with 8 health. So Tabson. Oh, was he flashed from Rain over ramp? I think he was, but doesn't do a thing for Tabson. Shooting ghosts, maybe, on the B-bomb site.
Maybe that's what Elige was scared of.
Yeah.
Mirage is haunted.
They're everywhere.
Oh, QB.
Oh, he's missed this.
Didn't see Rain.
He looked on his player cam up to his mini-map there, so I actually wonder if it popped up on the mini-map. But then why would Tabson rotate away? So let's presume he doesn't know for the meantime. Bomb coming under 25 seconds. Brokey can't daddle. He's got to go. No dawdling. That's the one.
Oh, Tabson. He might be about to save QB. Oh, no. Rain will secure that 1 kill. They learn about Tabson back in the spawn. Chance for the plant here. And Tabson not going to spam or try to deny. Finally, a bit of damage comes through. Brokey never allowed to be comfortable here. Always having to keep his wits about him. Knows where one of these 2 players are. It's that hyped AWP that strikes fear. I'm looking into the window room. Do they think Brokey slipped out over towards jungle?
They're aware of everything. He could be anywhere right now. He's got a lot of time to win this round. Are they lost right now? Tabson's looking jungle as well. I'm getting a bit scared.
They think he's jungle.
They have no idea, and he's just won the round off the back of that. Hype's got to get this quick shot. Can he save it? I think he might have it. Just about. My goodness. Big thinks he slipped out. Tabson looking confused, but saved by his young orb. Big will take it. They're not clean, but they'll take it. I like the Big are making a lot of opening moves though, right? Re-aggressing often, taking mid control. Not full sending it, but they did get up behind the boxes.
I just keep thinking of Elige being scared. It's stuck on repeat in my head, man. I'm crashing out.
It'll be okay. He was 6-0 though, now 6-5. Feigning mid control, but Big aren't really buying it. They're still playing in the sights. They've got QB under Balk, supported by the AWP, hyped often in the right place. This round is no exception.
Utel getting lined up as well is one that will leave this CT line open. Oh no, a later smoke's just gone in over towards CT, forcing Hype to play ahead of it. QB hiding in the ramp smoke. FaZe are spilling in. There's that Hype AWP. QB tries to play his hand now. A lot of damage done while the AWP's cover from range. It's Hyped destroying this A play. QB acting as the decoy, taking all the attention and letting Hype just lay waste to FaZe Clan. That is a huge round. From the big AWPer, 11-4.
QB Disaster Class overshadowed by Hyped Masterclass. And I mean, to be fair, FaZe are all, look at them, they're all like looking back, they're all trying to find him in the smoke. He's trying to get a second mag in. Naughty guy. Not going to be allowed that. Great shooting for Hyped. And even QB can laugh it off because 4 kills for Hyped is just enough to keep this game clean for Big. 6 rounds in a row. Another eco for FaZe. Now Hyped is playing with balls. He's going all the way out middle. Under pick. That was clean.
Hyped kind of has a R2-D2 vibe about him.
What the? Ooh.
Yeah, I've never seen him talk either. Just only ever emit that sound.
Yeah.
Let's see if we're gonna get more out of the guys. This B plate, there was something in it for FaZe, but the rotates already arrived. Missed shot from Hyped. Still, the rest of the gang here to collect. It's just Brokey left to stop. 2v1. They were very overzealous in how they approached him early. He drops the bomb out the window.
Fake flash.
Yeah, fake flash.
The Tyloo.
Yeah.
You know it. That's a throwback. Was that like DreamHack,
yeah,
Malmo,
I think it was.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, it might have even been Starladder.
It was a long time ago.
That was a long
you're
time
right,
ago.
You're right. Yeah, you nailed it there. Old
Scrubbing,
Star
Brokey's been scrubbing the Tyloo demos.
Give them. Well, that was crazy. If people don't remember that, they went for a B rush. They throw the bomb out the window, and then they run back and reset and take middle, like hoping the enemy stacks mid.
WWBD. What would Buntet do?
Yeah, true. We're all wondering. All right, FaZe. This has been underwhelming. They've lost a lot of close late rounds. Big have had all the opening picks. Hyped has been everywhere, 12 and 5. It's not really been a hero for FaZe. Brokey just too short in every clutch. Rainbow's going to push and find Carrigan. There is a punish on ramp. FaZe, this is a lot of control for once in connector, and that molly lands too soon as the smoke's fading. They haven't cleared this corner. Rain gets a free kill. If that molly's a second later, it's going to go the other way. Instead, Hyped has to do it once again on his own. It's a beautiful flick, but Rain gets him on the re-peek. Finally, FaZe land back on their feet. Elige doesn't need to peek this. They've got this round locked in. If no one gives away an entry right now, Crimbo cannot clutch. Blocked off in this murder hole. Elige will make it so. 4 rounds for FaZe. They can do it with 5. We saw it on Ancient.
It was enough in map 1. Let's see if FaZe can skirt by with 5 rounds on this T side. They've broken through there. Even though Hyped, right place on the AWP, had chances to be involved. And this guy's not really missing a beat. It was that one shot that did miss that cost him everything. For how good this CT side has been, though, bigger. Fine for money. Hype still has the AWP. Everyone with kits in play. This is the picture-perfect buy to try and deny FaZe any extra room in the final round of the half.
Just trying to get out middle cleanly. It's costing a lot of util for FaZe, but they push Big back. Oh, double short setup as well for the first time. This could completely catch him off guard. Rain gets a kill. Does he realize that Crimbo can also be here? He looks aware. Oh. Pressure put back for Big, but no one commits in middle. Elige comes out under. FaZe ready to split this A site with 3 from the mid side as well. This might catch Big completely off guard. It's a nice crossfire between QB and JDC. Molly lands though, forces them in. Elige gets an entry. Brokey back turn, doesn't know about the second jungle man, but Frozen's luck finds a double, and this might just be fine for FaZe as they look for 5 at the end of the half. Frozen takes him there with a nice 3-piece, and FaZe try and pull a comeback in the second map.
One CT running. Stairs.
There's that.
Jungle maybe, jungle.
A player.
Jungle.
Dead.
Bomb con. Last one's ladder maybe.
I'm all jungle.
Short. I'm 1 HP. I'm jumping out.
Right side.
Nice! Oh, good redemption.
Nice, guys.
Redemption for FaZe, that's the goal here in this second map. They did it back on Ancient from 7-5 down, and now they need more of that to go through in their first game of Stage 2 with a win in their pocket. But Big have brought the heat in back-to-back games against FaZe, hyped, showing up in a big way on the AW. Dare I say, this might be a different pool game for FaZe in Mirage. A new map for a Liege. And a new big roster with everyone's eyes on it.
I mean, last time, what made them kind of miss out on this small lead they had in the first map was they lost this second pistol round, right? And from that point on in, FaZe then went on that streak of 5 rounds and suddenly found themselves in pole position. And it looks to repeat itself here as these pistols destroy Big. It's only Tabson left in it. 2 dinks, a lot of damage. A third dink. He has softened them all up. If only he wasn't alone. Tabson.
So they're running.
They're scared of him. They don't want to fight him here. But there's that swing out from Rain. Might be low on health, but still keen for the fight.
I'm dinked. Everyone's saying it. Maybe we should get the player comes to that. 3 players just running away.
I like the other player com one as well because it was just frozen. While everyone else is common, he's just going, dead. Like,
I like Brokey getting shot in the back and going, one jungle. Very real, very relatable. But all averted, all avoided by FaZe. I'm gonna say now, but it could come back if they don't win this anti-Glock round.
Why is this so weird? Why does this feel like something's gonna happen? JDC. Okay, smoke blowing open. That's a nice way to try and get back into this, but it's not gone well. The Glocks strike with a vengeance. 2 kills from QB on this picked up M4. Follow-up damage on a Frozen. The Glocks have made this one interesting. Let's see if they can finish the job. Plant found for Big on a round they have no business winning. QB spammed out, and so JDC sure to follow. But that is a lot of damage. A bomb plant for Big. As far as I'm concerned, that's a big round.
Yeah, well, it's a FaZe round, but yeah, I like what you're doing there. Karrigan being crouched in that last gunfight on the site makes all the difference because QB actually can't see him behind that CT box. It's a nice bit of micro for Karrigan to avoid the headshot angle. This one, QB couldn't see him. Okay, a little scary, a little weird. Little Glocks, but now Big can capitalize on the damage and put FaZe on eco if they're up for it. Karrigan's got an AUG.
Oh, Tabson, this is aggressive. And so Brokey will slow him down. They follow up on a Liege, but they're not ready for Rain. Tucked in under Palace. He's got support. Oh, no, he doesn't. Brokey has been annihilated. Rain is living on borrowed time.
Oh my.
And there's the support. It all flows over the site for Big.
But
only Karrigan left to beat.
Oh, he could have just shot him.
Karrigan with the AUG.
He could have done it. Now he's just done. Input overload for Crimbo.
Oh, man, Tabson knows he's been around long enough to have seen the things that Karrigan can do with this AUG. But the guys alive that want to try and hunt it down, a little fresher faced, they might have to learn.
Well, they won't learn in this round. But they may avoid the B side at all costs. Trainer's back in the pool. And even though FaZe are banning it because it's 1-for-1 with their perma, I still, deep down, do think this team is preparing something on Train. When they'll pull it out, who knows? But they did the same with Vertigo. Remember that? Like, FaZe had a... I don't want to say they had a 7 map pool, but they pulled out Vertigo in a major playoff.
Yeah, I mean, it was a sick time for them to do that. It worked the first time around. You could argue that it kind of botched their map pool for the a large part of like the second half of the year.
Yeah.
So I think the usage cases are specific, but knowing this FaZe team, knowing how the wild, beautiful mind of Carrigan works, wouldn't surprise me if they've been cooking something up. You'd rather have put a bit of energy into train and never need it than to be given that golden opportunity and never have it. All right then, big work in the mid control. Boost up for Frozen's nice. Oh, but it's cleared, hard cleared by JDC. Missed Molotov in the window. Won't come to matter. Hyped clears it manually. And so into this two-man B hold they go. It's Carrigan on the AUG. Brokey with the M4, and Tabson could be about to call off this whole thing as he's gained a lot of ground out towards A.
Ooh, they're coming back. It's a perfect move for Tabson late in the round to avoid this B stack.
I feel like it's obvious Rain is ramped now as well, right? The deeper they get, they're looking at who's still alive here. That's why Tabson was so diligent about clearing under Balk. That's where Rain was in the last round. They're going to commit to this, but there's the Overwatch. He's being covered.
Resilient are big in this matchup, no matter what FaZe throw at them. Always got more in store. As Big Clan 5 alive gun round. And they're going to hunt the guns as well, try and stop FaZe from saving. Carrigan's AUG rallies off.
The Carrigan AUG, man.
You really bought into this.
It's just, you know, it's a very iconic gun for him.
Terrorists win.
It makes sense that he's the only guy to survive. Oh, God.
You almost did him dirty there.
Ooh.
Getting a little scary for FaZe now, huh? May have won that pistol akin to Ancient, but well, that's all they've got. Carrigan on the stairs, trying to force this kill, and they won't be able to take it. Oh my god, he's everywhere right now.
Excellent.
They're just not going to repeat
Excellent.
it.
Yeah, but good luck guessing where the AUG is when it's everywhere. Carrigan keeps it mobile.
Oh, but there.
Back down to Con. Okay, this isn't the ideal range for the AUG.
No.
Up close and personal, Tabson will get rid of it.
Double Palace. But it's Oosps. Oosp. As the nade lands in the face of Frozen. There's no getting out of here, FaZe. Talking 10 rounds for big. Oh. I just realized as well, I'm under the presumption we're on the new patch.
Yeah.
That's confirmed. It's a safe bet.
I'm agreeing with you.
You're agreeing. That's 100%. I haven't.
It's 100%
have had it confirmed.
Shout out Big Simon.
So new patch. No pharmacists today, Harry. Thoughts? 1900, 1950. On bargain.
I think, though, these games have been predicated by pretty big CT streaks, so you've not necessarily been in the position where you have to.
Sure.
Maybe we'll see that change a little bit now as it's FaZe's luck turning on this CT half.
Let's see if FaZe can pick themselves back up on Mirage here, because right now it feels like Big are playing a nice, slow, punishing default, not taking mid at the start. letting FaZe burn their util. Again, look at this round. 122. FaZe have 2 smokes, 2 flashes. That's all they've got. Got a kid on Karrigan. There's no AWP. And look at the time. There's loads of it.
Yeah, loads of clay to mold this round out of.
JDC is going to sit behind mid with multiple smokes. Got one more dropped as well. Going to keep replenishing window to make it look like there's many players in mid. As FaZe come for the clear, they're going to get what they want, but they really want more fights, and there's not enough. It's only JDC as the B hit comes in.
Yeah, Brokey's now arriving to lend a helping hand. 3 players here, and lane's open in the meantime. Brokey and Karrigan play to contain. They stop them spilling out through the apartments for now.
Wow.
And here's Elige getting to position over on short. It's only Hyped as the one to beat, but don't underestimate this guy. This AWP hits hard. That second shot sails past Elige.
That is a consequential clutch to shut down for FaZe. They lose that, it feels like GG. But it takes almost all 5 players in that B bomb site for FaZe Clan to put a stop to Big on the pop. That's after FaZe were going for mid clear in a 4v5. And nobody was home.
Oh, nice.
Very important round. Can it keep FaZe in this game? Big have one more buy after this.
Rain might want to get aggressive here. Up on top of the Palace. He doesn't have any util in this round, and so he might look to make a move. It is being held right now. Crimbo lurking back in there, so good thing Rain hasn't committed to this. He'll just creep on out, and that's a fight that never happens in the round, so neither player aware of what was going on over towards the extremities. Back over the middle for Big as they let the AWP lead the way. Hyped up at the front of the pack, but he's got support all around him. While they clear short, he just holds this long old angle in towards the site.
Vertical flick, what do you think? Oh, he got spotted. So no recommit for Brokey. Brokey's often keen to re-peek, but even he doesn't want to give away this kill. 45 seconds. He's got to hold the back line, hope it comes into an A hit. FaZe are pushing up a B. They're getting the info right now. They know where it's going. 35 seconds. Big not spotted anywhere on the map. It's an A split. Rain needs this first.
Yeah, they were both in forward positions. Rain trying to transition out of his and get away from the front line. They both fall, and now Brokey's AWP. He does have sight lines open. This could still be contained by that Brokey AWP. Smoke in the way, flash to follow. That lets them move in with the bomb. Tries his hand at the spam, but it falls just shy of stopping that bomb plant. Here's Karrigan up through the connector. There's still a big lurk on the cards here for JDC. In behind enemy lines, gets the drop on Karrigan. But now they know about him. Know he's out of the action and that they've got a 2v1 in this site. Are they able to get past Crimbo, who plays up close on triple? Crouch down to conceal this position. They don't know about him. Brokey with the spot, but can't finish the job. It's got to be Frozen. And he can't get past Crimbo, who plays to delay. And when he springs to life, boy, do FaZe feel it.
Yeah, Crimbo's had a very quiet series, but coming up with a 3K shutdown when his teammate didn't have bomb planted for him in an integral round. That has reset FaZe's money back down to 2K right at the end of this map. That is the round that should win Big this game. And it comes from Crimbo. Super awkward for Elige, man. Rain is on ramp. Rain is still alive. He's looking Tetris. When he hasn't cleared Palace, he gets lurked on by Crimbo. That's the first domino. Elige really thought there wasn't going to be a player that late in Palace, but instead he's watching nothing. Disastrous for FaZe, who come through with a very close round on the B side before and now have nothing to show for it. And Big, again, this default has been so slow, so punishing. Any aggressive move FaZe try and make is getting denied. And look at this round. Rain and Elige prodded out. Methodical for big. That's the name of the game on this T side of Mirage. From 7-7, now looking to go 5-1. This one is as easy as it gets. Don't even need smokes down. Just taking these fights against pistols and having a great time. Yeah.
Oh. It's a nice thing, but it goes no further. And now you have 4 chances to get this game over the line, and the first fight for FaZe Clan, they're going to be missing some crucial pieces here. Not going to have the ult for Brokey.
Just had no good buys on the CT side, have they? The only time they had the ult for Brokey was after they won that one round, and they picked it up, and yeah, it didn't matter, did it? Brokey got killed retaking CT. They've just never had it. Really poor buys, all half. Even this round, looking like it's going to lack a kit. There have been numerous post plants. So it's a very tricky spot for FaZe to be in. Big have showed up despite losing the pistol here, losing both pistols in this map even, and conversions. Done it on the gun rounds, done it when it really matters. Deserving of a third map to prove themselves against this new look FaZe on Nuke. 4 chances to end Mirage.
Yeah, if you look at it through that lens that you just proposed, there's only been 3 rifle rounds won for FaZe Clan, which makes the scoreline almost overstating just how close this game has been. They're out. Tabson spilling over into the B site, can't get past Carrigan. FaZe looking for their 4th success in the rifles, but they've got to stop Hyped on his way to a clutch. And this guy has been red hot since stepping into the big jersey. Hyped has caught eyes, just shy of finding that 1v2. Rain quicker off the trigger.
Yeah.
And a frustrating round for Hyped, looking right at that last man to finish off this entire map with a 1v2 clutch.
One mouse click, Hype knows. One mouse click ends this game, takes us to a third. And like, you know, I think Big is still in a great position. They've got a couple of buys in these next 3 rounds. 2 of them should be full buys. But the issue is you never want to let FaZe back in. You never want to give these guys a chance to come back in a game like this. They do not go down easy. A hard team to put away. So Hype knows he had his chance. Will he regret it? Maybe not. They just get the fast entry out ramp. Rain, oh dear, backs turn, but he whiffs his first shot under the balcony. Can't get a single kill. It's got to be a Liege here as the smokes come down. He gives it up. 3-on-3, high flash, Hyped with a miss. It's getting messy in the middle of the site, and FaZe can choose to reset if they wish.
Tabson's low. Big's veteran and its captain is wounded. Gets that bomb planted at least. That's something for Tabson, but how much more mileage can come out of this? It turns out a lot more from Tabson. Now just Brokey left up in this 1v2.
Kitless.
Big, the best spot they've been in to close out this game.
Got it.
Hyped looks on. Had his chances at clutch moments here. But he wants this one to be the one that takes the game over the line, wasting Brokey's time, and Tabson repositioning out into the spawn. Brokey might have found the first, but Tabson can toy with him here. Tabson running it up through CT. Brokey hounds him down, but there simply isn't time. The headphones are already off. Tabson and Hype deliver big. That 13th they were looking for. And this series now is one that is set to go the distance, with Big bouncing back on FaZe's map pick.
To think that FaZe should have the edge, but the one thing that has been the most exciting for me in this series is Hyped and his ability to, you know, consistently get multi-kills on the AWP on the T side as well. That's what's really cool. He's not just a stationary AWPer, getting fed. He is forcing opening picks on T side with the AWP. So I think that's really, really cool to see him doing it against one of the best teams in the world. It's not going to be easy on Nuke, but he starts CT side. This has been a good series. I think this map could turn it into a great series.
Yeah, so both times we've seen Hyped play Nuke since joining this big roster, he's finished top of the board. He will certainly be a requirement here for Big in this deciding map. And it's safe to say he's delivered across the series so far. FaZe Clan out in ramp to open up. But a pretty measured pistol round. They're going to install a man undercover. They leave Rain floating over towards the ramp side while the rest of the team regroup in lobby.
Well, we know Rain, the GOAT lurker, the best to ever do it. It's actually slotted in fairly nicely on Ancient at least. That's a big kill for a Liege. Onto QB, out the hut they go. Smoke in main stops everyone. Even though this lurk's being held, it's not actually that nice of an angle. tabseN learns the hard way. Rain gets a heaven control, and I mean, from positions, even if it was 5v5, you'd say this is unwinnable. Big down 2 men, gonna poke their head in, but JDC misses his movement, and I mean, Big knew it. It was already done. They're just going to accept it. Rain goes to finish these kills.
Oh my god.
I'm dinked.
Oh,
and that's finishing.
How's he doing it with a Glock? Oh. Go on, JDC. Bit of revenge. 2 on his exit out of the round.
Terrorists win.
FaZe pistol, though. They've had a lot in this series. They were both.
There's been 5 pistol rounds played. They've had 4 of them.
Damn.
They lost the first pistol of the series, but since that point, they've won every single one.
And converted on them. So let's see if they can keep that up here on Nuke. CT's force buying is expected. And so Big go for it. FAMAS is out. Our first FAMAS of the series. I think there was one at the end of Mirage, but we didn't see it fired. So what can Crimbo do with this?
If this deciding map goes the way of the others, it is a close affair. If Big end up losing, I think it's going to hurt. Like, looking back and seeing how this series was almost decided on the outcome of these pistols. On Mirage, sure, they were able to roll the punches in spite of it, but even then, the fact the scoreline is so close, FaZe only won 4 rifle rounds, it shows how valuable these pistols are.
And how valuable upsetting them with a force buy is. That's why we see so many teams go for these second round investments, especially on CT side. Oh, that's a crisp shot for Rain. He's back in the yard, back up to his usual tricks. Finding Hyped to start this map. Or round, rather, the scout outside as FaZe regroup for an upper hit. Crimbo's in the rafters with a FAMAS. Let's put it to the test. Oh, Karrigan's heaven. How'd he get there? How did he get there? I actually have no idea.
Either.
There was a ramp player. Did he walk past? tabseN was like down on ramp. Did he just walk past him?
Oh, this could still get weird.
Okay.
Just as Karrigan has apparently emerged from ramp, tabseN's done the same.
Rain's on side.
And with the backstab, Rain a long way
my.
away. tabseN gets it down to this 1v2, but he's wounded, he's hurting. And that final swing from Elige will seal the deal.
Curious round. But no worry for FaZe. Done and dusted. And now a round where Big probably shouldn't buy.
He did go ramp,
yes.
And tabseN had briefly dropped down B to play at the bottom of the ramp.
Hate that for him.
And tabseN almost immediately decided against the move that he made and retook ramp room, which is why Karrigan was so unexpected. He found the perfect gap.
Love those timings. Got some deegs. Just the one deeg, actually. FaZe move outside with wall of smokes. Very little resistance.
Want to try and take ramp room here if you're FaZe with these two lobby lurkers. And Crimbo will just get out of the danger for now. But he's going from the frying pan into the fire here. 3 players down on the B site, and he's about to be sandwiched in between them. Yeah. Quick tap for Rain, gets rid of Crimbo. JDC dead as well on that rotate in. Now, everyone looks back over towards the lobby. That's an awkward first death here. Things could still get weird. Carrigan dinked up, getting chased down. His teammates coming in to lend a helping hand, and they'll get there just in time. Elige even backstabbing these 2 ramp players. And so FaZe very, very quickly put Big in a box over in ramp. Just Tabson's P250 and not for long.
So close. That's what these rounds have just felt like. Weirdly close, with Big having no reason to win them, but getting a lot of damage. It's good for their first gun round. Hyped AWP is here. And, you know, if I could just guess, given how we've seen Hyped play, he's going to be very mobile. He's going to be starting in a lot of different positions as a rotation. Looking for these 5v4s. Up heaven in the first gun round. Can support outside as well, which isn't being fought by Big. They're just trying to stop that top rush. Smokes do land in the yard. Hyped goes to ramp. He can send his anchor player down, so Tabson drops vent. And Hyped checks back outside, makes sure no one's lurking through these smokes. Offering flashes. I really am enjoying watching him. He's making a lot of moves. Trying to set up his team at the same time. Big gambling lower. Oh, that's an insane entry for Rain. Shouldn't be winning that. JDC hyper aware, but Rain just too quick on the shot. 5v4 is FaZe around this A site. Bomb is going ramp right now, but they have hell control. Don't need to send the bomb out just yet. FaZe hold off. Let this position gets taken by Elige. Look at him. He's all the way around, up in the rafters. Re-clearing the lobby denied. There is nowhere to go for Big.
It's a shame. I think Big played that as well as they could, right? Once they lose the yard, they started making moves. Tabson was creeping up towards the top of Secret. Meanwhile, the 2A players were trying to re-aggro in a lobby. That would have been the bomb cut off from FaZe. There's kind of no accounting for the wild series of shots that Frozen hits.
Yeah, with a Galil.
Thanking his lucky stars that not everyone had head armor there for Big. Even going to run down Tabson's attempt at the save. Crimbo is anything but certain either. Frozen runs through him, trading off that Galil onto the rifle now. The scoreline remains flawless for FaZe. 4-0 start, back to pistols for Big.
Feels like a stressful start to the game for Big. FaZe have got themselves in a lot of very strong positions that Big have not known about. Like you said, the reaction's good there, but just outclassed individually. Big with a timeout. Tabson with a lot to say.
I think the way that FaZe played the 5v4 was interesting, right? A lot of teams, if they're not really like in a position to go super fast, or instead, you know, they're trying to take position from the entry they get, which is what FaZe were doing, right? They got the kill out in yard, they climbed up heaven. Oftentimes, you'll see teams slow down there and wait for the reactions from the CTs, but FaZe actually kept on applying pressure all across the map, right? Whether that was kind of noise outside, whether that's the util lobbed in over at ramp, and it forced the CTs to be pretty stagnant, and the only place that wasn't being pressured was the A site. And so when FaZe go back, they were aware that if anyone was going to be getting aggressive trying to find those gaps, it is the top site players. Tabson just motor mouth that entire timeout, so let's see what knowledge he's parted onto the squad here.
Yeah, might not show till the next round, right? We only have a half by, a couple of MP9s. Like Scout supporting ramp, which frees up Crimbo to play B. FaZe love these late walls of smoke. They've even thrown, you know, 2 different layers of smoke in the previous round. Oh my god, that connects. So Big uncertain as to where FaZe are ending. They throw smokes like they're going for the hell control, but then they drop Secret. That's a nice move for FaZe. Big clear lobby. Now they're going to know it is B after all, so regrouping for the ramp. Vent, far too dangerous to risk dropping down at this point in the round. Crimbo making a nice reposition inside of the site. FaZe have 40 seconds. If Big just pull all their troops here right now, they could win this round, but they are way too slow on this rotation. They don't believe it for some reason.
Well, this is where credit has to go to like Frozen and Raid out of the yard, who are dropping in util, keeping the pressure on there. And so because Big don't have the yard info, they can't dedicate everyone down lower. Okay. It's only 2 players here. That scout opens up with a tag.
Oh,
Crimbo head on a swivel, but it's Frozen to secure the openings.
We're on.
JDC has opened up that route to rotate in through the vents. That's going to speed up these rotations considerably for Big, but he's still down here on his lonesome for the time being. A little too slow on this vent drop out of Kyubi. Secures the trade at least onto Carrigan. They know where one of these 2 players are. Swing out the decon door into Rain. And Brokey taps out the final man. FaZe keep it flawless. 5-0, clamping down on Big.
Yeah, that Frozen's had 2 just monumental double kills in this map that have kept Big under the thumb of FaZe. It was that double lobby push in the gun round, and right there, that turn onto Crimbo inside of the site. Looks like he could have been on for a big round there, but some nice moves for FaZe.
We said it coming into this. Hyped has played a really good series, but he will be a requirement here on Nuke. He's on the CT side, where this AWP is supposed to hit the hardest. He's 0-5 to start off, and in every game we've seen Big play on Nuke since he joined the squad. He has been the guy topping the charts.
FaZe are super regimented, though. Even from these few rounds of play, they're not giving any way for him to find a pick. They go for the dry cross this time, so that is an opener. That is a chance here for Big. So they stop lurks out the upper site. FaZe did get down secret. They want to bring Brokey in with a bomb as well. But Hyped is still here. Carrigan, crazy lurk shot. Elige trying to force that kill. At least gives Brokey the info to the AWP's position, but Hyped again, mobile, drops back down. This is a very loose round for FaZe, and they're paying the price for it. Players walking through smokes in A, twice over. And Big keep their eyes on. Brokey's been in a lot of clutches today. He hasn't won a single one. So this is where it changed. Spotted and screwed. Done for. That's a good Molotov, but Crimbo's just going to fight him. And he even gets out in time. Brokey trying to force his kill really quickly. Wait, vent? Up vent? Surely not. JDC is 1 shot from death. The ladder stall.
Yeah, he's going to have to hit the ladder shot. Tech 9. Instead, going to reroute around to decon. Try and backstab Crimbo in the sight.
Oh, but repos is nice. He's safe, and the AWP now is on the angle. There is no way.
Smoke out for Brokey, but outside of random spam connecting, there shouldn't be a world. Shouldn't be a way back in for this. For Brokey, tap on that bomb. Has a chance at the plant. He's going to go hunting for a little bit more. Brokey can't get it down in time, and so JDC at 3 HP just keeps this round in check. There was half a second in that for Brokey.
He might have had that stick. I don't know. It was pretty close. Maybe he felt like it wasn't coming through. And just hoping he can get that shot through the smoke in time. Big, almost throw it away. 1 more second for Brokey to get that bomb. 6, 5, 4. Yeah, I don't know. I think you lost it to time. Really nice try for Brokey. Makes it expensive, but Big do get on that board after all. Hyped with his 2 impactful kills outside.
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to have huge ramifications still, right? All those extra kills down the stretch. Look at the buy that Big get to have. They won the round, but you wouldn't know it from looking at this. There's no AWP. There's not even full rifles out for the CT side. They've got to do this with a FAMAS and a collection of SMGs rather. Not pistols, not piss either.
No, those MP9s shoot straight piss right now, Harry.
Bad time to cut the word off.
Yeah, I did it earlier, don't worry. I think where FaZe are best in this map is post plants. Like, I hope we get some more post plants to see how they play off of each other. It's really nice. And when we hear those voice comms from FaZe, we often see in previous games, like these guys aren't even communicating their post-plant positions. They're a team with such good synergy to play off each other and know how to trade kills and know how to crossfire and who's taking contact. It's like so natural. Things that other teams would need to verbalize. FaZe just do it without thinking, without talking. Yeah, it's not great flash. It's not great peak, actually.
As you're picking them up.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about post-plant, you know, like, I think that's where FaZe look best. But is there anyone left to retake in these rounds is the question. As Brokey puts his AWP to use from the garage, finding a main pick. I think QB's in a horrible position in this game playing main. Susceptible to those door lurks that we've seen FaZe throw in.
Oh, that's wild.
And worrying about outside. Good flank for Tabson, surely no more.
I mean, yeah, he's trapped in by the molly, right? That's the downside to playing through it. He had the drop on them, sure. Here's the backstab in lobby.
Sick.
Frozen's been spammed out. Crimbo sends his regards. Ali's going to make it across, but it's not so simple for Brokey. He's going to have to fight this, and here's a backstab from JDC. Bomb plant and Rain up on the rafters, able to watch over this, but they get past him. Gap getting closed, Hyped right here. And Alige with nades pulled, not the time for it. Hyped runs him down. Big starting to find some successes here. A second round for the big CT side. And they even get that AWP out of it, so...
yeah.
Hyped gets his weapon of choice back.
It is hilarious how often FaZe are getting Rain into heaven or even a Liege, but it's more often Rain been on these outside lurks. He is getting some crazy positions, but good flash in main for JDC while Rain is committed on the rafters to cover that plant. And Liege didn't know the Hype got close. Big breaking in, back-to-back rounds. Did not feel likely with their money in tatters after that near-broken clutch. But now it's FaZe on pistols going for a pop.
Yeah, tested this upper site. It's very important the big are able to stop this. You don't want them to find success on a fast top site hit. They could look to exploit that vulnerability throughout the remainder of this game. And Alige, keen double kill. Big left a man down in a retake now. Weapons won't be scavenged by FaZe Clan. They have to play this one, the post plant with the pistols. It's been enough to get them into the round, but now it's got to close it out for them as well. Alige, 2 kills to the good already. Jiggle from Brokey gets the info. 2 players now spotted. Crimbo knows he's got a man trapped in. On the bomb site here, that kill to Brokey is only going to embolden Crimbo. Knows that where Alige lies, waits for that flash and strikes with perfect timing. Crimbo, time gets away from him here. And so Carrigan, all he had to do was stay alive. FaZe Clan break through that top site. And the alarm bells going off for big as once again, money broken and a vulnerability exposed to this big defense.
That is worrying, isn't it? I feel like Hyped is getting a bit uncomfortable here. He looks so overcommitted, staying wide out rafters with the AWP instead of pulling back. He had a chance to do so. He wanted to fight with his team, but when they both get isolated, Hyped just, he can't find that many kills. Only get 1 shot out at a time. FaZe with Tech 9's looking threatening on that top site. And a second time up for Big.
Yeah, this is concerning now for Big and Tabson in particular for how you want to try and approach the top site, right? You're worried that at any moment FaZe could look to go back to that. Up until now, it's been a fairly, like yard-focused game in the initial stages of these rounds. And so you've been able to hold on to a good deal of util. You've been able to kind of slow burn it, cycling through it on the top site, and that's given you a bit more freedom to move players around. That might end now. It wouldn't surprise me if you see Big having to play it cautious, lob in that early util. And so that could stifle them down the remainder of this first half.
Yeah, FaZe got them right where they want them. Eco win. Back to broke for Big. QB saving for Hyped AWP as well. FaZe just got contact out round. What a nice move. Haven't even looked at this position on the T side yet, and so it's completely empty. Big, make a gamble. But they know what's going on. They've dropped down Vent and Secret. They know that FaZe have taken this position. That being said, with the weaponry Big have, how do you stop FaZe from actually executing B? Molly in the double door, smoke on the single door should shut down any chance the Big have.
Has been given the bomb, and he was looking to be the first man in here. So maybe that lets it get weird. tabseN catches them quick switching, but Carrigan quick to get the gun out. JDC with a little gap here to peek through. Went fishing, didn't like what he caught. Carrigan on the other end of the line. And so any danger that these pistols and that one rifle might have presented have been comfortably brushed aside by FaZe. 7-2 on the board. This is already a fantastic T-side, and it's in a very powerful position to keep getting stronger before this first half closes. The pressure now is on Big. They either need to make a play, try to get some real estate going. They're also worried that these topside plays could come in at a moment's notice. You could get beaten down over in the A site. Yard hasn't been very fruitful for them. That's where Rain has just been bullying different Big players time and time again. Nothing feels like it's working right now for Big. This is a real polar opposite spot to where they've been in both the other maps so far.
Yes. Cool, Carrigan, the Kingfisher right now. Oh,
Oh,
that's disastrous, isn't it?
oh, my guy died to the bomb.
Died to the bomb at 100 health, Harry. That's insane, though, that it does 100 there. But, I mean, if he goes any further, Brokey's going to kill him. FaZe, they've got their rod out. It's in the water. Oh, I can't believe that. How do you save this, Big? Bad to worse. Got tabseN in main now.
I mean, even the type of aggressive moves you're getting out of Hype Torp on the other side, it's far more tame than what we've seen both across the series and in other Nuke games from Big. Hype has been more of a stand-in-place type player here on that AWP. Struggled to be involved in many of the early fights, often getting dodged. The one exception to that, I guess, is like the one round he fought them outside, or the round the Tech9s came A, and both times it hardly worked wonders for him.
Rain. Oh, dead outside, a rarity. FaZe now forced to commit upper, and they've got no split. That's the bomb scene as well. tabseN gets out, got a re-peek from rafters. This is a good round for Big. It's just all come crumbling down out of nowhere. Blink and you miss it. It's a 4-alive round for Big Clan. Kakafuse trying to hype them back up, knowing this game is still on if they can find a 5-round half.
I mean, that's like a real palate cleansing round if you're Big, right? You open with success on a Rain who out in the yard was 10-3 up until that round. You've very rarely been able to get past him. And whenever you have, it's often come with a cost. So credit to JDC for opening. I think this round more than anything shows how impactful Rain has been in the yard, right? He finally falls first, getting nothing done. And it leaves FaZe with very little to go off of.
Oh, hyped. Yeah, this is more like it.
Yeah, these are the type of plays you're used to seeing from him, right? Something a bit more in your face.
Oh,
tries his hand at it out in the yard.
Uh-oh.
Now escaping needs to be his top priority. He's got support from JDC. That's a huge pickup. It's given Hype the ability to get out of the yard, get out of that kill box that FaZe was setting up.
He bursted Elige off Silo there to Tilter. Great shot for JDC. Even though Hyped misses, he gets a second chance of this round. He's down back in heaven, or hell rather, and down the vent goes tabseN to take outside. So Big still have a lot of information. They know that Rain is lurking here. Bomb's going to join Rain late in the round. They do have one smoke, but it looks like FaZe is just going to play this one fairly contact.
Do you get the better of Rain out in the yard twice in a row?
Oh, well, tabseN's going to try. Flash is good. Rain unspotted behind red, and tabseN gets ever closer. This is excellent. He's got his number, but Rain with a flick. That is... I don't know. I don't really know, but Rain's done it. 30 seconds, FaZe holding on to this round. A fake on ramp as they go back for this top side, but it's stacked.
Oh, that stack's been dissolved. JDC just drops the vents. Yubi got to hold on here.
Wow.
And so it's going to fall onto Hype. Tagged up at the start of the round. 2 players coming away. But that is an awkward miss. Maybe an unforgivable miss. JDC trying to make amends, make up for it, but it was only good for the first. Karrigan v Crimbo in this clutch. Both clutches in their own right. Karrigan, years of experience, but Crimbo really warmed up to his stature as a clutch king for the big squad. Makes his way in through the hut and will vanquish Karrigan. Stops him in his tracks, denies that 1v2 for FaZe, and finds a little bit more for Big to gather down the tail end of this first half.
My God, did Crimbo need that round? Okay, yeah, he's trying to
Let him
pick up
defuse the bomb.
He's
Come
getting
on
the
now.
AWP, he's defused it, let him go. But my God, did he need that round? Even for just his own confidence. He's been left out of the action in this game on the ramp. He's been rotating B into 1 B hit or 2.5, and he died to the bomb as well when he had the only rifle. So there's been some really ugly rounds for Crimbo in this map. That is something, at least for Big, to stay alive and to keep believing.
I mean, look, JDC deserves a lot of credit, right? Because he's been locking down the yard as much as he can. Crimbo now finding his footing. These are the things that are going to have to happen. If Hyped will remain this quiet all game, you need the rest of the gang to kind of make up for that gap in the firepower here. JDC from this main position, he's been the main guy holding down the yard, and Karrigan gets rid of him early.
Crimbo's pushed lobby instantly off of spawn, so they've already got the clear. They know that FaZe are fully outside.
What?
I don't know.
They came down the vent together. Frozen was on Tapson's head. But Goomba stomped out the round as Tapson. Hype dead on the ramp side. Lower play and landing stuck for FaZe as it's only Kyubi left standing. 1v4. No room to deny FaZe Clan their 8th. They want it. They didn't like how that last round panned out, so here's the revenge. It's domination for FaZe Clan in round 12 of the half as they run away with a strong T side to open up Nuke. FaZe show up in time for the decider, an 8-4 lead. Big left trailing behind on Nuke. A big problem for the German squad throughout this series has been these pistol rounds. They need to break that curse here and now. Since winning the first pistol of the series, they have lost every single one since. And if they don't find it here to open up their T side of Nuke, then this series might be over.
Almost no room for error on a very hard half. Big walk outside. Already got lower plate. That's a goosh. 99-1 from the USP. Rain wants to give it another go. Leech coming through the smoke as well. We've even got B players, so there's no easy path here for Big, but they will go climb the rafters.
I mean, this is a lot of real estate, and right now FaZe haven't responded to this correctly. They've got 3 players down lower.
Oh dear.
Starting to group over towards ramp, but like the kind of path to retake here is so far from clear for FaZe Clan. Gonna require some pushes. These players down on lower and aggression into the lobby. With Heaven controlled for Big, this is all the makings of a big pistol round.
Yeah.
Now they catch Carrigan down here in hell. Things go from bad to worse. Bomb now planted in at the top site. Dual Berettas of Elige kicked aside. Big. In pistol round number 6, they find their second pistol of the series. And it's right when they needed it. The timing couldn't be better for Big to remain competitive in this third map. Back from Brokey, sure, but shouldn't get too much more exciting than that. They are going to try and hunt down these saving pistols. Brokey won't survive. I'm not feeling too bullish on Frozen here. He's just made it around the corner. 2 of them died of the bomb, so he'll get out.
He lost his Kevlar as well. You just want the 100 health, so you can rebuy a helmet pretty cheap. But hey, it's off the discount aisle. Nice routing for Big. They start this half how FaZe spent their entire T side going for that Heaven control on Yard. Got away with it an awful amount of times. FaZe force buy. All pistols have been converted in this series. These forces have never worked, which is a good sign. I think it is getting more common to see conversions. Teams really tightening up. But as I say, that scout tag comes in. A stack ever present.
Oh god, Hype 3 and 11. About to go toe-to-toe with
the GOAT.
Mr. SMG. Carrigan up close.
Rain in a great spot as well. Might go uncleared. If they go for a main split, ooh, it could get dastardly dangerous here. He's gonna get wrapped around the long side of red. Carrigan looks for this kill as Crimbo this time. Galil down. Uh-oh, it's getting worrying. Wait, oh my god, they've swapped positions.
This could work in Big's favor. Never mind.
Nothing
Dead
else
out in the
will.
yard. Smoke's faded. Rain catches them, and now it's only Kyubi. That is a disaster for Big. They finally win a pistol round, but then they fall down on the conversions.
Feels a really weird round to run against a force buy as well. You can expect a force buy with a lead with who you're up against. And so for Big to do a slow inside crunch with one guy walking around, smokes outside. Like FaZe didn't even think about that B side for a second. They just commit to the upper stack. If Big did a rush, it'd probably turn out better because FaZe wouldn't have the utility to stop it. But they just one by one get picked apart. And that's worse than losing the pistol. Now being on Glocks and Deagles in the third round.
Oh, that's not bad.
I take it back.
That's not bad. 2 from Hyped out in the yard, goes for a third. He had 3 kills coming into this round. Hyped, who had been looking good across the series, a frequent top performer for Big since joining this squad. It felt like he'd been tamed. He was in his head a little bit. But 2 kills off the Deagle gives Big a fighting chance in this round. From an albeit unlikely but preferred candidate stepping forward.
A is completely open right now. There is not a player in this bomb site. Big could just walk in. double ramp means FaZe probably need to play aggressive and push together. Carrigan goes back, considering the vent. A big step on upper. Now the penny starting to drop. This is a very hard round still for FaZe. Even though it's only pistols and a hero gun, it's still a 3v5 that FaZe may not even look to. Got kits, they've got a couple of flashes, they've got the better guns, but...
I just think you could have a full buy almost next.
Out position, they leave A open. And we've got a back and forth beginning to this last half of play.
Can't believe it's hyped to have done that.
Yeah,
like,
crazy.
He's been having a mare here on Nuke. Seen him play this map a handful of times since joining the Big squad. Top performed every time Big have played it. Had a good series as well, so it felt like this horrid dip in performance that you were getting was coming at the worst possible time. Let's see if that double deeg out in the yard has given Hyped a bit more faith, a bit more confidence. Because if he can even get back to, you know, like 50–60% of what you're used to getting output-wise from this guy on this map, there's still time for Big to turn this around. They've been doing it without a very heavy hitter. This is why we saw FaZe Clan commit to the save. All things considered, this is a good buy to try and match Big with.
Yeah. Double molly and door. Really trying to stop that rush. Full wall of smokes to fake as Big. Oh, they get the spam in the lobby. An impactful kill from a quiet Crimbo. As Big, they miss their molly. They actually block themselves in the ramp room. So they're going to call it off for a moment. Knowing they have this upper kill may beckon them into this bomb site. And again, it is similarly weak to the last time. Carrigan gets out of the danger zone. And Big do recommit to ramp, this time with a util in the right place. Brokey needs to pick his shots, but he's given no options with that Molotov down in hell. If anything, it's forced him into upper. And they heard that drop back sight. Do Big walk in through the door? They have no util except for this one smoke on Crimbo, and out it goes. Tabson's in heaven soon, and so his timing is integral to this round, and I can't believe he positions deep in that corner. Rain walks in, sideline, and thrown out of the picture. Hyped another double kill. There were so many ways that could have gone wrong for Big. Creeping around the map, in the darkness. But they will clutch it up.
I mean, that's the... bodes well for Big that Hyped back-to-back double kills in these last few rounds. Now they take control of the money. And in the same way, it feels like it didn't take much for Hype to start questioning everything here on Nuke. Seems like it's taken him comparatively just as little to bring himself back into this game. Back-to-back double kills, setting Big to winning ways. If this is the redemption arc of Hyped, it's come very late in the game, but still with enough time to turn the tides. A timeout called in from FaZe Clan as they can feel this lead slipping away.
Gulp. Big with some punishingly slow defaulting, akin to that Mirage T-side that brought them back in.
Curious what the idea is here, right? They have the hero gun on Frozen. Neo likes to offer his input in these types of rounds, right? Where it is like the low econ rounds, try to cook something up. And so there is an idea behind this one for FaZe. Wasn't one of those timeouts that's focusing on the next buy round. They want to try and change their fortune here and now. It's aggression into the lobby. Crimbo waiting. Good position here to shut down this aggression, and Carrigan didn't clear it. Crimbo likewise didn't get the spot. Carrigan pushing so fast has now secured back lobby.
I don't think it'll change much though, unless, you know, FaZe go and just immediately gamble ramp to B and Big happen to walk in, but that doesn't necessarily feel like it's inevitable. We've got 4 players yard. Big can go where they want. They can end up on A still. And with these smokes down, does indicate that plan. Going to fight outside is exactly what tabseN wants. Big are standing around looking for kills right now. Can Carrigan get this reset for Crimbo? He doesn't know about it. He starts to flank. FroZen's got himself 1. Oh, Deagle spray could have done something there. Backside FroZen against the world.
That's not bad. There's the backstab in for Carrigan. They finally learned about him, and the bomb dropped out in no man's land. Both players are low. There was 1 rifle in this round for FaZe Clan. Nothing but that, and the ideas brought forth in the timeout, and it might be enough for FaZe. Carrigan looking for that weapon. QB fires off, and FroZen's quick to cover his captain. Now he's ready for the heaven wrap. FroZen has read them like a book, and there he is, sealing the deal with 4. Double digits secured, and faith in the hero gun as FroZen delivers FaZe their salvation.
That was USPs, Harry. Those USPs with a hero save gun for FroZen. Sure, Carrigan's 5-7 gets a kill, but it's all FroZen. 4 frags. Repositioning, dropping backside, committing, and him and Carrigan crossfire to stop Big from picking it back up. FaZe find 10 rounds.
Let's go.
And they're back on. Big have to pull out something special now. The money's on the line in this one. Integral round to keep this comeback going. Oh, that's despicable. No.
Rain.
It's the Rain show.
And I mean, considering this guy is having to make adjustments, the one map where he's got to kind of keep control over his position is out here in the yard on Nuke. And look at the results from it. Nearly 20 kills deep on Rain, as he has been the defining man in this third map for FaZe Clan. He's on for the ace. Everyone was ready to start talking about Elige, but they should have focused on the GOAT that was right in front of them. Rain on for all 5. Flash for him, and there it is. It's all Rain on Big's parade out in the yard.
And that might be it. That might be how FaZe win this series. Big broken economically off the back of a perfect play. 2 smoke spams, 2 hard shots on jiggling main players. Final bullet kill, and he swings for the fences. Rain knocks them out. And that is a devastating way to deny the comeback here for Big. They know exactly what that means. tabseN's back in spawn, drinking water. We have 4 Glocks here, folks. Hot potato past the Deagle. Hey, hyped. We've seen it before, but 2 players peeking in. Ugh. Should not be a way back into this round.
Oh. Breaky just giving it a shooting gallery at the end of this as well.
Big fan.
As though Rain wasn't enough of a threat out in the yard. Now you got to worry about this Brokey AWP that you've just let warm up. Into match point for FaZe Clan we go. Flawless to get them there. Money accumulating. Brokey getting switched online. And Rain topping the charts. This is a terrifying stack. Elige has played next to no part in map number 3. It's been between him and Rain, front runners for FaZe Clan in this series. It's out with the new and in with the old for FaZe Clan. Big digging deep as they're left with this cobbled together buy to try and salvage Nuke.
I'd love to see an up pace here for Big. The slower rounds have not done them a lot of favors on this third map. JDC tries to move through the yard fast. They actually get out A. Somehow Carrigan completely uncleared. Crimbo found on Tetris. This one's crumbling, folks. This one's falling apart, and it might be a disaster for Big to start stage 2. They may have come through strong in the play-in, but now against the big dogs, FaZe show them they've got bark, they've got bite, they've got a first win in their pocket over Big.
Yeah, one of the big questions around Rain was how he could adapt in the later stages of his career to all these new